Today, we're diving into a popular post from the Reddit titled as TIFU by getting my best friend pregnant. This post received 71,112 upvotes. Posted by Throwawayert8864. The post reads as follows. Probably my biggest fuck up ever, which will haunt me for the next 18 years. Just feels so surreal. Not necessarily panicking though. I'm 23 and my female friend, whom I've known for the most part of my life, is currently 22. I still remember us playing every day as little kids to hanging out almost every day as teenagers. We often went on vacation together either with my or her parents. She was sort of like the sister I never had, and people now hearing that I got her pregnant feels almost like it's illegal. A few months ago, I was at her apartment, both of us super drunk, and yeah, it somehow just happened. It was good. So I guess in the following weeks it accidentally happened quite often. Man shrugging, medium skin tone. We did use condoms, but she isn't on birth control. How the hell did she get pregnant? I know that there are a few who even get pregnant on birth control, but never thought it would happen to us. She took 5 pregnancy tests and 1 week later went to the gynecologist, who confirmed. We both can't bring it on ourselves to abort the baby, so we're keeping it. We're financially stable, so I don't think it would be a problem. We're planning on telling our parents this evening. So awkward since they've seen me grow up with her, etc. The only one who's been shipping us since day one was her grandma. Lol. Still can't believe I'll have to spend 18 years of my life. Well, it's not even 18 years, it's a life commitment. Lol. TL. Dr. Got my childhood friend pregnant, woman medium dark skin tone, pregnant woman medium dark skin tone, for those of you suggesting me to get a paternity test. Yes, she even told me she doesn't mind if I'm doubting that the child is mine, since the scenario is somehow unlikely. She told me she didn't sleep with another guy for the last 2 months. I'll be taking a paternity test, but I'm already 99% sure that child is mine. Update. Okay guys. I just went with her to her parents' house. We actually wanted to go in the evening as I said, but the sooner the better, I guess. I was really nervous. Her dad was working in the garden and her mom was cleaning around the house. After 30 minutes, everyone was gathered in the kitchen, so we thought a better opportunity wouldn't come. We told them and I could see the horror in their eyes. Lol. IDK, they seemed kinda happy, but also shocked. Her mom started tearing up. So I guess she's either happy or disappointed. Her dad asked why we didn't tell them that we're dating, and my god, that was such an awkward moment because both of us didn't reply. Awkward silence. They were asking a bunch of questions, and we even called her grandma telling her that her prediction was right. We made up an excuse and left. Later on in the car she gave me a kiss and told me that she was proud of me. The whole drive her hand was resting on my thigh. Like, does that mean she likes me? I don't want to misinterpret anything to make things even worse. She's a very, very kind person in general, so a bunch of guys always thought she liked them. Meanwhile, she was only being nice. Final update. Okay guys, that'll be my final update. Maybe if I remember, I'll update in 9 months. Let's see. I discussed everything with her that needed to be discussed. We're planning on moving together when she's 6 to 7 months pregnant. And we'll just see how it works. We both admitted to having feelings for each other, so we'll just see where it goes, and leave our relationship how it is, best friends, who live together and fuck, I guess. Thanks for all the encouragement. This post shouldn't even be on TIFU anymore. Lol. I'm kinda excited on being a father. And by the way, she's reading the comments. To clarify, apparently a few didn't get it. Yes, we are dating, best friend plus fuck equals dating update. Hey guys, it's been a while. Almost forgot about this post. I've received a lot of nice messages. Unfortunately, I couldn't reply to all of them, since it were a lot. Anyways, here is the update. Can't lie, but those months were definitely more stressful and complicated than I expected them to be, considering us being so young. Nonetheless, it was all worth it the first time I held my little baby girl in my arms. We didn't know the gender of our baby, since we wanted it to be a surprise. When it comes to gender, I don't necessarily have a preference, but I'd be lying if I said I never wanted to be a girl dad. And for anyone wondering if she's my child, yes she is, haha. She even inherited a family illness of mine. Not saying that's good. So I think the question most of you want answered is, what happened between me and my best friend? Well, we did move in together, which was definitely a financial burden for us, and money in some months is really tight, since we pay everything out of our own pocket. I don't really like the idea of using our parents' money, even if this would help us a lot. I found it sore. Of funny how people were actually believing that I was this oblivious, which I actually wasn't, haha. Well, maybe a bit, realizing she has been dropping hints since we were like 16. But yeah, there isn't much to update. I feel like I mainly highlighted the negative consequences, but it's honestly pretty awesome too. The best feeling is to find a best friend in a lover, and I couldn't imagine loving anyone as much as I love her. That's it, have a nice day, smiley face. A comment from user Dekubab says, my college roommate accidentally knocked up a girl's senior year. He was also extremely freaked out about it at the time. But 15 years later they're still happily married, with multiple kids they adore. Just saying. This story can have a happy ending if you both choose. Good luck, op. This comment received 2203 upvotes. A comment from user Timothy Atuba says, Grandma sabotaged those condoms. This comment received 34,429 upvotes. A comment from user I_shot_web says, does that mean she likes me? Is this a troll post? This comment received 12,315 upvotes. A comment from user lame_goblin says, accidentally happened more often. Oops, I slipped and fell into you. This comment received 11,885 upvotes. A reply from the original author Throwaway at 8,864 says, yes, exactly how it happened. This reply received 5670 upvotes. A comment from user Blue99 says, best friend since childhood, started having frequent sex, got her pregnant, told her family planning to live together to raise the baby, her hand is on your thigh during a car ride. And it's the last one that made you think she likes you? This comment received 32,431 upvotes. A reply from the original author Throwaway at 8,864 says, I know I'm stupid. This reply received 2408 upvotes. A comment from user HankyPanky87 says, lol, the last sentence had me dying. She put her hand on my thigh. Do you think she likes me? Probably not, man. She only has known you your whole life. Let you plow so much birth control couldn't even hold up. And told you she's proud of you after a tough conversation with her parents. There's missing signals, and then there's this post. This comment received 15,011 upvotes. A comment from user This Is Probably Okay says, the most unbelievable part of this story to me is that you're financially stable at 22. This comment received 1329 upvotes. A comment from user Socrates WNB says, 18 years? Lol. Oh boy. This comment received 1785 upvotes. A comment from user Decochness says, I impregnated my now wife when she was on birth control. Neither it nor condoms are full score. We also weren't a dating item at the time. But we took time to see if we would work as a couple, but went in agreeing it wasn't guaranteed or necessary to be a couple, just BC we were having kids together. Surprise, it ended up being twins. Seen too many PPL who try to force a relationship just BC of kids when they are a bad match, and thus it's bad for the kids. But taking that time, we forged a good friendship and saw we had all the right comparability that we really wanted in a partner that we likely haven't realized otherwise. The situation also forced us into total honesty, so there were no games and just good, open communication. If this girl is your longtime friend, you're already steps further ahead than we were. Embrace the honest communication and be open to it working out, but also open to not staying together if it isn't working for you too. You can still be great and active parents to this child even if not a couple, but that still starts with good communication. Good luck. This comment received 2080 upvotes. A comment from user Introverted Alaskan says, not a parent for just 18 years. It's the rest of your life. This comment received 17,604 upvotes. A comment from user TN Argnatram says, "It would appear that A. You enjoy the company of this person, B. That there is proper chemistry, and C. Given the length of the friendship, you likely share some life goals. These are the tenets of a great partnership. I mean, what else do you want from a spouse or partner?" This comment received 3085 upvotes. A comment from user Techa Maki says, "Guy has his literal seed in the girl sitting next to him resting her hand on his thigh. Also guy. Does she like me?" This comment received 1752 upvotes. A comment from user Spaz_chicken says, "You guys need to stop beating around the bush and have a serious grown-up conversation about your feelings for one another. You said in many of your comments how you're not sure how she feels about you. You need to fucking ask her directly. Stop waiting for shit to happen and start making shit happen." This comment received 610 upvotes. A comment from user deleted user says, "For 18 years? No. The rest of your life, bud." This comment received 1145 upvotes. A comment from user Drunk Octopus 8 says, "Did Ross Geller made this post? If so, can you please confirm if you guys were actually on a break last time?" This comment received 496 upvotes. A comment from user Lord Go of US1 says, "Sounds like a great ending to me. Settling down with your longtime BFF that you get along with, have already shared most of your life with, have a life of happy memories with, and now will get to share the joys of parenthood with. Plenty of couples out there that don't get along, with kids that wish they were in your situation." Later on in the car she gave me a kiss and told me that she was proud of me. The whole drive her hand was resting on my thigh. Like, does that mean she likes me? Why don't you ask her? The two of you are going to need to figure out how all this is going to work. So I think first steps are getting a clear idea of whether this is a friends with benefits kids thing. Might turn into an actual relationship. Or is just a let's just take one day at a time thing. This comment received 5503 upvotes. A comment from user unworthy_saint says, "Does that mean she likes me? This is golden." This comment received 326 upvotes. A comment from user deleted user says, "This actually happened to me as well. We were good friends growing up, and our families knew each other very well. I always was attracted to her, but felt a dating relationship would ruin our friendship. Plus I didn't think she was attracted to me. One day she asked me to come over, and we hung out, and she asked would I ever sleep with her. I told her I only would if it meant saving humanity. Fast forward a couple weekends later she asked me to come over again because she had contractors working on the house for a few days. I went, and stayed a few days and we ended up doing the dirty on the second day. After that we kept doing it. Almost daily, sometimes multiple times a day. She ended up pregnant less than a few months later, and we both agreed to co-parenting. By the time our baby was delivered we were dating, and to this day we are married, and our families are still extremely close. I don't think it could have went any better, to be honest, looking back at everything. The woman I grew up playing with on the same street as me, with extremely close families, ended up being the woman I want to spend the rest of my life with. It was a real easy, and smooth transition for us. No, meeting the parents, or any of that other stuff with other relationships. I believe our friendship is what makes our relationship so strong. Because deep down we're really good friends. And I believe that gave us a stable foundation to raise our family on. I wish the best of luck to you, and the baby, and your friend going forward. This comment received 100 upvotes. A reply from the original author Throwawayer 8864 says, "Enough to make a grown man cry." This reply received 43 upvotes. A comment from user Vitafortis NK says, "Are you sure you don't want something more with her than just being friends? Sounds like you two are super close. Have either of you dated other people? But congrats. And hide that smile. People may think this was intentional." This comment received 825 upvotes. A comment from user PC Poo Poo Race _JK says, Accidental, repeated sex suggests that you had more than just a friendship with her. This comment received 464 upvotes. A comment from user Richmord says, "This reads like it was written by someone not quite ready to be a father lol." This comment received 704 upvotes. A comment from user NXPat says, "For what it's worth, it's not 18 years, it's for the rest of your life. Get used to it and be the father that child deserves." This comment received 422 upvotes. A comment from user Dr. Pork says, "Bro, I think she likes you." This comment received 151 upvotes. A comment from user Purple Peo Pleader 205 says, "This might not even be a foo. You clearly get along and this might have happened sooner than either of you have planned, but it could be a really good thing. Congratulations." This comment received 1110 upvotes. A comment from user 2headwlf says, "Well, if you're going to get someone pregnant, it's probably the ideal situation that it's your best friend." This comment received 276 upvotes. A comment from user Levez says, "Give it and try and see if it works. Might end up being the best accident of your life." This comment received 333 upvotes. A comment from user everyday_hero1 says, "Best friends don't just sleep with each other. You two have known each other most of your lives and continued doing it after the first time. Like it's shitty that you are having a kid that you didn't 100% plan on. But given everything you said about how long you two have known each other, the fact did it multiple times, are both financially stable and are not okay with aborting it, I think you should stop looking at it as a fuck up and roll with the fact you're having a child with someone you have willing spent most of your life with as friends. Not say you need to put a ring on it and call it 100% official, but I think it's better to go for the full relationship instead of making it a situationship." This comment received 225 upvotes. A comment from user Andrew TA says, "Just remember you don't have to marry her, just support the kid. Only marry her if you want to." This comment received 263 upvotes. A comment from user Deleted User says, "DNA test results state that you are not the father. Runs down very long hallway." This comment received 194 upvotes. A reply from the original author Throwawayert 8864 says, "Yes, I might need to go on that show Tears of Joy. I'm an Asian-looking Latino and she's black. So if the baby at least doesn't get my eyes, I'm buying a DNA kit lol." This reply received 186 upvotes.